One of the items that we're going to start discussing in the algorithms that we have in data structures is the best case, worst case, and average case. And you probably should have heard of this before in your materials with sorting and sorting and searching and other items like that. So you probably have heard of that before. But I think you can figure out what it means by best case and worst case, especially with a given set of data. So by the way, data doesn't always come sorted. Matter of fact, there's a lot of times there's actually a bias to it and it can really harm the overall structure of it. It'll work itself out at the end, but it might take a little bit longer than we had hoped for. So that happens quite often. The average case is just that, is really basically what normally happens, kind of the middle case, not always, but what normally happens with a given set of data and how long does it take for the operations to complete that function. So those are the difference between all those. But again, I'm trying to give you an example here and then I'm going to give you a little bit of consider a sequential search in an unsorted array of length. What is the best complexity with all of this? So the best case is if you happen to search for something and it happens to be the first one. So that'd be O of 1. Now, I'm going to skip. Notice the average case I put last. I did that for a reason. What's the worst case? The worst case is that it's going to be the very last one, so it's going to be N. So, because it's at the very end. The average case is, well, you would think it'd be N divided by 2 because it's the average case divided by 2. Here's the bad part. What's N divided by 2? What's the largest term in that function or that fraction? It's going to be N. So in reality, in this case here, you think of being half helps, but again, we worry about the largest term in all of these. So that's where even the average case is going to be N, even though it could be N divided by 2, or hopefully it's not close to N, but still, if we look at the fraction of that, it's going to be somewhere near N.